Good morning, Stampers. I'm going to try to recreate the TeePee card that we made at my class this past weekend. Being that was the last class I'm going to have for a while, I'm going to try to do some videos and upload them to my site so that you can see what we do at our classes and perhaps learn from them. Okay, here's the card that we made. It was a TeePee card, and I have to credit Dawn Griffith from Dawn's Stamping Thoughts, because she's the one where I originated this idea or got this idea from. So it's actually very easy. I kind of made it hard, and a lot of the ladies that came to the class had a little bit difficulty with it. So I promised that I would try to fix it, or look at it more and try to figure out why I was having such a hard time. Well, I think I figured it out. So what I did originally for the class is I cut the cardstock instead of DSP. In her video, she uses DSP, and she says she uses it because it's easy to fold because it's thinner than cardstock, and so therefore it's just a little bit easier to put together. And actually, when I cut this cardstock to try it, it actually split because you have to fold it both sides. So basically, this is what you're going to use, and I used the Bird Ballad Sweet paper. This is the DSP from Bird Ballad, and the Free as a Bird stamp set, which is what we're going to use for this particular card, and it's in the annual catalog. Okay, so you have to have 3 pieces of DSP, and they're cut 4 by 4 inches. So if you take a 12 by 12 piece of DSP, you're going to get 3 cards out of it. So you have 3 pieces of DSP, 4 by 4 each. Okay, then you're going to, and I put it on here, you're going to score from corner to corner, and I don't know if you can see it, but I did draw lines there. So from one point to another point, doesn't matter which side, just as long as you do it on the diagonal. And then you're going to fold it and burnish it, which is what I write there. Fold and burnish both ways. So you're going to fold it this way, and then you're going to fold it this way. And then you can decide which side you're going to use. I'm going to use the flowery side. So I already kind of put one together. And what you do is you're going to take one of the, I'll take this off. You're going to take one of the 4 by 4 squares with the point up, okay? And then with the other 2, and it's kind of hard to see, but the diagonal fold score line is going from the right to the left, okay? So you're going to glue the bottom or this part of it to this side. Just, you kind of eyeball it and make sure the points are matching. And this one, again, this one goes from right to left. So you want to make sure that your folds are right here, okay? And I used liquid glue, and it worked better than I would suggest it would hold better. So once you get this done, you're going to come up with this. And like I said, you have these sides folded and this side folds. So when you turn it around, it's going to fold like this, and this becomes your card. Now, in the tutorial, I use temporary tape, or temporary holding tape, not the permanent runner. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell that, but what you can use is you can use the liquid glue, the multi-purpose liquid glue. You put on some of the glue, you let it air dry, and then it will stick like a temporary stick. So you can pull it off easily, just like this. I just happen to have this snail runner, which is temporary adhesive. One of my guests at the class, and I'll give credit to Diana, Diana used a Velcro dot And you can buy those at like Walmart or Joann's or any, craft place. And that works well. And they're thin enough so that when you fold them, you can mail them. Okay, so when you open this up, a lot of people, so that you can write a greeting, you can take 2 pieces of Whisper White, and these are 2 triangles cut at 3 7/8 square. So if it's like 1/8 of an inch smaller than your original DSP. So these will fit like this right on there. So we can go ahead, and I'm going to glue these on. And I got the liquid glue here, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it. And it works pretty good. And just line it up. Works pretty good. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. You can use snail, I guess. I mean, because this is going to be your greeting side. So I'm going to line this up here like this. Make sure you have it on this side of your score so that you're able to fold your card. So there. So this is like your inside of the card. So it's going to close like this. Okay, so now we want to decorate it. I went ahead and I made, and again, this is from the Free as a Bird stamp set. And I used the greeting hello, and I also used the greeting thanks for being you. And with the hello greeting, I used a piece of Daffodil Delight, and I cut it with punched it with the 1 1/4 inch circle punch, and then I used the 1 3/8 scallop punch, which is right here. Scallop circle punch. Okay, so I stamped my greeting hello, and then I just glued it on, and I'm using a dimensional, and this is like the last bits of a package of dimensionals, and I'm going to, let's see, I want to put it right here, hello, and then I have the thanks for being you. And I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on here. And I'm going to put this like on the other side of it, right here. And I thought, well, it needed a little sprucing up. So I stamped and cut out some of these little flowers. And these are also from the Free as a Bird stamp set. I just stamped and cut out. I fussy cut them. There's no punch for that, and there's no die. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these, a couple of them. And I used the Stamping Blends, and this is Calypso Coral, light and the dark. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these on. Kind of just like a little decoration. And I guess if you want, you could put a couple leaves on there. Whoops, I got 2 of them here. I'm going to just go ahead and glue the flowers. And kind of just put it like that. And then I'm going to put a couple on this side too. And you could do this with any DSP that you want. Now, all this being said, I guess you could use the cardstock. That's what I used. But what I suggest is you put the base together, the base of the cardstock together, and then decide your DSP so that you can kind of temporarily align up the fold of the card so that you can see how the DSP will look, because that's the problem I ran into this weekend, is because we were using this particular DSP paper, and it's from Come Sail Away, and people wanted to make sure that their lighthouses were facing the right direction. And because we kind of put together incorrectly the way the card was. Some of them, their DSP wasn't aligned the way we wanted it to. So this particular DSP is pretty easy because it can go any which way. So I'm going to glue another flower on here. And you can put as many as you want. I'm going to put this one right here on the edge. So I might add a flower later. But that's really about it. And so when you get ready to mail it, I'm going to take it apart. Let me find it, where the part is. Okay, there it is. When you want to mail it in an envelope, you just fold it like this, and it will fit in a standard envelope. So it will fit. You just kind of have to align it correctly. Let me see if it'll fit this way. No, it has to go this way. So I would turn it around this way. Watch your little adhesive things. It's tricky, but there it is. There, you can get it in. So that's it. So this is the TeePee card. I hope any of you would like to make it. You can visit my blog, and it will show you the directions in writing. You can print it off if you like, but it is on there, the directions on how to make this card. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll continue to do videos as long as I can. Thanks for watching.